to see what's coming out in our energy today. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Come to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, but you can call me Mel. And I'm back to deliver this live, channeled, timeless, collective message from the download series. So if you're here, that's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find my facts below the video in the description box, as well as on the website. So, we pulled your alpha and omega messages. We pulled them first, we read them last. They put a beautiful bow on the message. What do we have? Taking shelter, the answers are within. Okay, at the bottom of the deck. Voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for the growth on our channel. Thank you for being wherever you are. The answers are within. It's so easy to seek without. It's so easy to ask everybody else. We've been those people and we know those people. I'm telling you, they don't know where to go, what to do, what to wear, what to eat, unless they got somebody validating them. There are certain people who every day get on the phone with other people to help get validation for personal choices. Are we still there? Have we evolved out of that? Let me know. So let me see. Earth Karma, I see you. Baby, you got me to myself momentarily. You got me to myself? Not really. The room is full. The room is full. The room is so full. Because I'll be angels, ancestors, and guides, all the spirit team, they all up in here. Don't worry, everybody shows up. I don't worry. Because the answers are within, and that's one of the things that we actually promote and guide. That's what we were just saying. Bring your intuition to the party, right? Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it. That's that whole idea. Everybody could tell who. Thank you. I just heard that. They said, yeah, a lot of people are going to try to tell you who and what you are. No, baby. You need to know who and what you are. Nobody else gets to decide. You don't need their fucking validation, acceptance, approval, or none of that. And ultimately, that's what your soul is trying to get you to do. Yeah. And so, love flows through you and to you. Voyage of the heart. I see that you have been doing some things to, I'm hearing, alleviate your energy field from things that have weighed you down emotionally. Good on you. And I'm hearing, and the more you keep doing that, finding your truth, finding your essence, they're saying your core essence, the easier it is to detect the answers within. And thank you. They just said, yeah, and sometimes you tried to follow those answers within, and it seemed like you just kept going the wrong way, making mistake after mistake after mistake. But your highest self is reaching out to me now saying, yeah, but those were very necessary steps to take. They were not mistakes. They were ways to learn and discern differently about situations. I heard, and it was so beneficial that you did it then, so you don't do it now. We needed to get those tough lessons out of the way. They said the tough love had to get out of the way. Yeah, they're showing me that, you know, you should be grateful that you received the tough love when you were a spiritual child. Just like our children, if we love our children, when tough love is necessary, we give that to them, right? So that when they become adults, it's not necessary anymore because they've already learned the experiences. I hear you've learned a lot about trusting what other people have to say to you and how they want to guide you. That's what I hear. What's up, Lightworker 66? I see you. Yeah, they're saying you have learned about giving your self-identity and your chosen actions over to others to decide. Yeah, that was a hard lesson, wasn't it? I hear that was a hard lesson, wasn't it? Again, aren't you glad you got that out of the way so we don't have to repeat that lesson again today? You already passed that class. You already got that certificate on the wall, baby. You got that degree. Praise be. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And just like this one holds the lantern for themselves while they're on the journey, giving us very strong hermit energy. You also know what calls on your heart. You know what lights you up. Thank you. You know what lights you up. You know what lights you up. Nobody else can tell you that. So they're showing me myself, and that I should share this openly with you, that sometimes I'm like, I don't know, what the fuck do I want to eat? Lord of mercy, I've been deciding my meals for so long. What do I want to eat today? And sometimes I don't know. And so I'll ask my body, what do you want? What do you want, body? Higher self, what should we eat? You know, and I'll just let those energies sit until I get an answer. And the answer eventually comes through and comes true. Thank you for that 99-cent love donation too. Okay, yes. Asking your highest self is great. That is a way of the answers are within. Oh, thank you. They're use muscle testing. They're speaking muscle. Look at the $4.99. Thank you again. Love donations. Side point: if you want me to receive 100% of your donation, use my Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, or PayPal. That information is below the video. But I don't care how you send it. That's fine. I'm so grateful and so appreciative. Thank you so much. But yeah, they're saying muscle testing. Did you know that you could ask yourself, let's say, for example, you stand still. I got my roasted barley tea in this here cup. I'm just going to set it right there. And you can ask your body, do I want this roasted barley tea? And you will feel your body. Oh, my body is leaning, baby. It's going forward. I don't know if you can make that out on the camera. And then I can ask, do I want some, body, do you want mango juice? I don't even have the mango juice in front of me. And my body moves back. I don't like mangoes. And my body leans back. You can even use muscle testing, but you can ask that about everything. I heard you could ask about, do I want that person in my life? I heard, do I want to wear this today? You could ask about anything and everything. Isn't that cool? Like, your body hears you and will respond with muscle testing. If you've never tried it, I encourage you to try it. You just saw me do it with the object that I know I love right in front of me. I mean, if you're a skeptic, I don't know what you're doing here, but it works. You might even want to do some more research on that. You know, and some of us hear about these techniques, but do we use them? Not always. Not if you're like me. So many times I forget about all my abilities and what I can do and how I could help myself. Until I remember, until I get reminded, until we channel it through for you. Absolutely. I heard you can try it even now, you know, with anything. Do we want this? You know, and you can ask it in your head if you have to, but out loud is always nice, yeah? So that's one way that you can trust your own guiding light. Muscle testing is really awesome. It's truly an awesome ability that the human has that is really, I'm hearing underutilized. They're saying it's underutilized. You have so many abilities and you hear about them, but it's like so many times it's been for so many of you. I'm hearing in one ear and out the other. It's retained still in the brain. Okay. You could always ask the self as well. They're saying you could always ask the self as well, what can we do in this situation? What else is possible in this situation? What opportunities do I have that I was not thinking about? Oh, what other alternative options are available for me? All these different things are very real questions we can ask. And just like the body will lean towards something or away from something to show you if you really want it or not, your highest self will still also answer these questions. It's not about trying to find the answer. It's about ask the question, let the energy set and let it do what it do and let it show up for you. And then just, trust your inner guidance. The answers are within. And they can flow in very physical ways, as I just demonstrated and just discussed. So For whatever reason, that's what's coming out. Now, they want me to go back to this energy of this card. Love flows through you and to you. I heard when you let it, when you let it. Okay. They're showing me that the love flowing is like the Colorado River, baby. It just got water and it keeps flowing and it keeps flowing. But then they're showing me over at the Hoover Dam where they dam up the water and they stop the flow. And they're saying, yeah, that's the only way you can turn it off, though. You got to stop it. Oh, thank you. One of my clients was reading one of my old books where I put what later would be called memes because everybody was copying me. So I started making pictures of myself, cute little selfies, and I would put the quotes the Spirit was giving me on them. And that's where the download oracle was initially devised. So the card that they showed me is actually in here somewhere. And it was like, Lord of mercy, let me find it because now the words have left. They were there, so they really want me to find the card and show you. Hold on, where it is. Where it is, show me the card. There's so many good cards in this deck. And it was a, maybe I'll be able to. Oh, thank you. The only thing worth hating on, they gave me the words, thank you. It's got to be in here somewhere. The only thing worth hating on is hate itself. Because love in, this is the card, love in resistance, that's all hate is. Thank you. And they're like, yeah, you can stop the flow of the love that flows through you and to you if you want to, but that's all hate is. And it's love in resistance, okay? So we're going to set that right here on my table for a moment. What picture did I decide to put on the back? Oh, look at that. We've talked about this image before. The car is burning rubber. Why? Because the gas and the brakes are on at the same time. Lord of mercy. That's cute at the starting line. They're saying that's cute at the starting line, but in life, it's just not the way to go. You're going to burn out all your gas and then you ain't got nowhere, right? You ain't got nowhere. So let's see. What else do we have coming out? Oh, perfect. Okay, they said let's go into the deck of spreads, my deck of spreads that I've created. Some of these spreads were taken from tarot publications, and I've documented that on each card, but more of them were channeled over the years. Spirit will give me spreads, and I would keep them in a journal, and then I got this divine inspiration to put them on cards, use them as a deck. I'm like, okay, perfect. We can do that. So what's a perfect spread to receive the perfect message that Spirit has for us today? For your overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. For your ultimate, divine, authentic empowerment. Praise in all our days. Thank you. There's the one. We got one card that time. So what do we have? What's the title of this? Oh, bigger and better. Praise be. The title of the spread is Bigger and Better. We love that energy. It's a 5-card spread. I totally scribbled this down in the moment of channeling it, which lets me know it's a newer spread because I already had these cards in the making when I put it on here. So it's a 5-card spread. The name of it is Bigger and Better. That means your soul is giving you the answers to bigger and better. And they're showing me to share the experience when I was feeling some stress about my business and wanting to pick it up. So I asked Spirit, what ways do I have available to me to increase my business? You know, what's available to me that I hadn't noticed? What alternative options are immediately and freely available to me? And they said, just your parking lot. They're like, take your cards and go in the parking lot. Talk to the people. Oh, you're right. That's free. That's free. I already got cards. I'm already at the shop. So yeah, I can talk. And I have gotten numerous clients from doing just that. So when you ask those questions, honey, the answers will be revealed. And when I tell you they're tactile information, Spirit will tell you how to move. Okay, Spirit will tell you how to move. So let's get into your spread today. What you have now, what you are materializing, what to leave out in the energy in order to surrender, what to bring in or what to do, and what assists you. Boy, that was written in the moment of the channeling, because when I tell you it was scribbly writing, like just so unneat. I need to make that card over again. That's okay. It works. I can make out my own chicken scratch. They said chicken scratch. Why is it chicken scratch? I'm literally seeing a chicken and it's scratching its little foot in the dirt. A chicken scratch. Somebody uses the phrase chicken scratch often, I hear. All right, so I'm going to get us started with the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. And we will layer your spread several times and see what Spirit has for you. And this channel message, anything I hear or see, I will tell you, even if it makes no sense to my brain. And when it doesn't trust and believe, my ego brain be like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'll be like, sit down. We've done this before. We know it works. I already told you, y'all need to make friends, hold hands. You serve a different purpose. Computer brain versus spirit mind. Okay. In the first position, what you have now. What does the tribe have now? Please, let's search God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. That divine sky daddy, sky mommy, the best part of me, the highest, truest, most authentic part of me. You, we, all of he, she, and they too. Okay. What do you have? You have wisdom with the witch doctor. Praise be. You have wisdom with the witch doctor, and you have stability with Sarki. Love this energy. What do you have? Wisdom and stability. I'm also seeing, because we have a feminine figure and a masculine figure here, you have a balance of your masculine and feminine divine energies. This is awesome. That means not only are you up in the clouds in the woo-woo, but you're down on earth walking through this life too. It reminds me of my brother. He would always say, it's so amazing, you know, doing magic, breaking karma, all the stuff, channeling messages, and then you gotta go make dinner, clean the toilet, do the laundry, sweep the floors. I'm like, I know, right? He's like, yeah, don't forget to take out the trash. It's like, you're this great, magical, amazing being, and then you also go to this job or go do these nails. What do? You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful though. It's absolutely beautiful and it's perfect. One of the other things that I love is in this divine feminine, divine masculine energy that they're showing me that you have now, the masculine energy is wearing the crown, which means you're not taking actions unless it's guided. Even though you take actions in the physical realm, they're showing me that those actions are guided. They're inspired. Thank you. Just like the download oracle that I talked about. Yeah. So you're taking inspired action. You have stability. You have wisdom. And, you know, you're able to I'm hearing ease your way through life right now. It doesn't mean that everything is always easy, but it means regardless of what the things are doing outside of you, you can ease your way through life. I love that. So let's see what else Spirit has for you. In our next position, what are you materializing? You are materializing something. Let's start. What is the tribe materializing in this energy? Oh, look at this. Initiation. Awesome. You're materializing a new initiation. I'm hearing you are a self-initiating onto new levels because of this balanced divine masculine, divine feminine energy that you're sitting in, acting with, in harmony with, aligned with, that you have created balance from yourself. Yes, that part. I see you, Monica. Aaliyah, look under the video in the description box for personals. Let me see what to leave out, what to surrender, what you can leave out of the energy. We had one flip out and one fall out. Pay attention. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So what to leave out, it said pay attention. There's something you've been paying attention. You don't need to pay attention to that like that. Oh, the way you're paying attention. Okay, let me see what the other one came out. What to leave out, enchantment and celebration. Why is it leave out? What to surrender? They're giving me more heavy emphasis on surrender in this. Okay. They said, yeah, but remember the position also said surrender. I'm like, okay. Surrender. I'm going to need some more information on that position. What are you trying to show me here, please, Spirit? What to leave out in the energy or what to surrender is to pay attention and celebration. Okay. So what I heard is when you get together with the others, it's about you. they're giving me a very selfish energy that's coming through. In other words, yeah, because what they showed me is you get together with other people. We all do, right? It's not about what they're doing. It's not about how they're feeling. It's not about what their energy is like. It's about you. So they're saying stop paying attention to the other people. When you get together with other people, I mean, yes, interact, have the conversations, whatever. But they're saying there's this internal thing where you have given a lot of attention to, oh, I don't think they like me, or they seem to have an attitude, or whoa, what a low vibrational conversation. These are the examples they're showing me. And I just heard flat out, what a beep. So what they're saying in that is no, rather than focusing on their responses to the environment, the situation, the circumstances, the conversation, or you, remember that that's their business to tend to, I hear. Remember that that's their business to tend to. Why do you appreciate where you're at? What made you come to this celebration? How is this a celebration for you? What are you enjoying about where you're at? What are you paying your attention to? Attention is energy. It's focus. And what you're paying it to is an investment. You want it to be an investment. You want it to be an investment that gives you return. And the most beneficial investment that you can return is on yourself. I freaking love this, and this is why. Okay. I hear everybody's not always going to be in vibe with everything that you are. And that's okay. I hear, and that's okay too. We don't have to let their non-vibey vibe be a part of you. You can still stay in your high frequency, okay? In other words, oh, thank you. I heard it nice and clear. They said, yeah, if you make it too much attention onto what the others are saying, doing, how they're feeling and responding, the intuitive hits that you get about them, I hear, then what happens is it's a way of turning the flow off, damming up the love that flows through you and to you, because now you're trying to, by your focus on them and their responses that, don't have to have no bearing on you, it's a way of lowering your own frequency, your own vibration, your own point of focus. So they're saying maintain your point of focus, maintain your position. Absolutely. That way the love can still flow through you into you. Oh, and then they just said, and then you will watch. You will watch. So many of them will actually raise in their vibration to meet you, and you don't lower your vibration to meet them. They're saying when you have cross-current vibrations in the same space, somebody's going to have to elevate and somebody's going to have to lower. But either way, they're going to have to bring their vibrations into more alignment in order to sustain in the same space. Otherwise, what you'll have is somebody will vibrate away from the experience and the situation. And so what will happen, let's say you're at this you're having a conversation and there's one sourpuss in the group. I heard there's one sourpuss in the group. What do they call them? A Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy, a sad Sally, a depressed Debbie. They're saying, yeah, there's just one. And it's like everything that they say, you guys are having this great conversation. They're showing me 5 of you in this conversation. You guys are having a great conversation. And there's just one person that's just a whole sourpuss. They're showing me you can definitely lower your vibration if you want, But the 4 of you, if you can stay focused on where you're at instead of every time because they got a problem for every solution. And they got a knife to kill every dream. But you don't have to dwell upon it. You don't have to follow that train of thought. You don't have to let it matter for you. You don't have to let it materialize for you. And you don't have to lower your vibration for it. And they're saying, even if it's five people in the group, or you and one other, or 4 of those 5 are all Debbie Downers, what will happen is, if you stay in your high vibration, the low vibrational energy cannot sustain itself in that. It's just physics. And so it will vibrate the fuck away one way or another. Or if it's you that's meant to leave the experience, you will be guided to leave the experience, and that will be okay too, is what they're saying. Okay. Our next position, 4th position, what to bring in, what to do, what to bring in a center. Thank you. Magic alignment, praise be. I love the way this works, because this is what I was just talking about. Like, if you hold your character, again, they're back to the group of 5. Why are they giving me 5? Because they're showing me a high five. High five. They're showing me high five. High five. Why high five? I don't know. The knuckles. Okay, blow it up. But they're saying with the alignment, magical alignment, what to do, what to bring in. Your alignment. Let your alignment do the work. The only way your alignment could do the work is if you maintain your alignment. Yeah. Long, dramatic pause. Purposefully, we want you to sit with that. The only way your alignment can do its magic is if you maintain your alignment. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. The only way you can really use your magic is if you maintain your alignment. So when you got sad Sally, Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, and all the others over there trying to drag your energy down, like, you don't have to fall for that. You are the higher vibrating energy. Maintain that position, and either they're going to rise to match you or they will get irritated and get off. They'll get off the ride that they're not tall enough to, you're not tall enough to reach this ride energetically, right? And they'll step off. Yeah. And if you try to maintain it, and then you got chaos coming up. You got friction, you got chaos. So yeah, what to bring in? Just stay in your alignment. If they leave, oh well. If they stay, great. Oh well. It doesn't really matter as long as you stay in alignment. I heard, and don't do anything that you're not aligned with. If it doesn't feel like alignment, you could be stepping yourself into a whole chaotic situation because you're the one choosing to go over there to that low vibrational, dense energy situation, and your soul is trying to tell you, like, yeah, let's rather skip that. Let's just skip that altogether because, yeah, that's not our vibe. That's not our tribe. You're not going to have a good time if you go over there. So sometimes your spirit will let you know, and your alignment is going to let you know, like, thank you. They're asking that I share an experience I had with you. My daughter had asked me just last minute. We were at the studio. She said, Mom, can you keep the boys? I want to go do this, that, or the other. I don't know what it was. This was years ago. And I was like, well, I want to say yes, but I want to say no. She was like, well, never mind. I said, well, don't get all offended and shit. Let me go figure out why I'm not in alignment with any answer. I don't have an answer for you. I'm not in alignment. So I went out back and I sat by the tree and I thought about it and I asked myself, why am I not in alignment with this answer? Well, it's because, you don't like things being sprung on you last minute like that. An hour ahead of time, let me know, not just like, here, do this for me right now. Oh, because you would like some consideration of, well, dang, do you have anything planned, right? So do I want to keep the kids or not? Well, yeah, you do, but you want to let them know that you don't like having it sprung on you last minute when it can be helped, right? When it can be helped. If it's something that's urgent matter, well, please bring it on me last moment. But this was something recreational, so it's like, okay, that makes sense. And so I felt alignment and I explained my answer to her, which I don't owe explanations, but it's my daughter. And so I wanted to help her understand so that next time she asks me, I can already have let her know how to get an aligned answer out of me. Isn't that so nice when somebody can hear you? Okay. So sometimes here, what they want you to bring in is making sure that before you say yes or no, you're in alignment. And if you're not in alignment, be like, pause, let me get back to you. Later, give me an hour, give me a day, whatever your time frame is that you need to go sit with yourself. If it's like when you want to, but you don't want to, you're not in alignment. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. That's what they say in the spiritual realm. But I would say if it's not a hell yes, then somewhere you're not in alignment, which is why they say it's a hell no. But sometimes there's something to be discovered there. Not always. Sometimes there's something to be discovered there. So somebody's going to use that technique, and that's really going to assist you. What does assist you in this energy is our next position. Let's see. What assists you? Oh, love it. It's unconditional love, the blueprint. Yay! Why does this assist you? Because unconditional love literally means love without conditions. There's no conditions to this love. Show up however you want. I love you. It's just like the way I love my daughter. She's been a whole ass and an asshole sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I still love her. I've been that, and she still loves me. It's unconditional love. However, I also love other people who I have nothing to do with. And I don't care if I ever see them again. I don't want to talk to them again. I don't want their presence anymore. Talk about unconditional love. So, you know, I don't know about you, but so many people I have heard say, I just want somebody to love me unconditionally. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want somebody to love you with boundaries, with standards, with presence. Presence is a condition. That's what they want. They want somebody to love them with presence. Every time they say, I just want unconditional love, what they want is unconditional presence. You don't want unconditional love because I'll never have to see you again, know where you're at. I don't have to know what you're doing or who you're doing it with or how much you're doing it. Ain't none of my business. Love you anyways, gotta go. I'm gonna go mind my business too. So there's that energy there. Presence and love do not always go together. Blueprint. There is something else here, is like you have a soul blueprint. So you could even ask Spirit, like, what is my soul's blueprint? Like, what am I really here to do? What's my design? What's my design? Somebody, I just heard this, you want to book a personal reading with me, but you don't know what to ask. That is a very great personal reading to book. What is my personal blueprint? That's a great reading. Whether it's book a reading with me, some others of you, you're like, oh, I'm going to read my own cards on it. That's great. I love that for you. Go for it. Do it. Okay. Somebody's even going to book with somebody else for a personal reading. That's great. Do it. Ask that question. Some of you aren't going to get a reading at all. You're just going to ask your soul, what's my blueprint? Pay attention. In this case, do pay attention because you will get that answer. And it's going to be very, I'm hearing uplifting, encouraging, and clarifying to know that. Okay, bottom of the deck. Freedom. Okay, with Rye, the card speaks to freedom. And oh, she's got her herb, and she's at the party, and she's looking at the disco ball, baby. Okay, disco ball. And it's a party. Okay, so again, this is confirming that there's a gathering. What you have is your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and you know how to tap in with your divine feminine energy because the masculine, you got the crown on, and what you're materializing is this initiation, getting something started, getting something off the ground. What you don't need to worry about is everybody else's responses, their headspace, their energy levels, you know what I'm saying? Stay in your character, stay in your magical alignment, and remember that your blueprint assists you. Who and what you are assists you. You are not meant to be, you know, this star shape from the cookie cutter box. No, you're a whole real star up in here. You're not cookie cutter star. You're not a star cookie. You're a real star. Like real stars have each their own size, their own makeup, their own position, their own everything. They have their own special abilities, talents. They have their own purpose. You know, we got star this and star that. There's all kinds of star energy. Okay, so you don't have to be like anybody else's blueprint outline. You got your own, honey. Love this energy. Let's get some tarot to add to your message. What else do we have for the love and peace and happiness? Try here. At this time, they said if I was a whole cookie cutter, y'all wouldn't be tuned into this channel like this. You like what you hear and see and or see. Some of you are just listening, I'm hearing, while you're doing other things physically. You're more listening than you're watching. Others of you got me on the big tube. Thank you. But anyways, the point is, you like it because I'm not afraid to be different. You like it because I don't really give a damn how anybody thinks about me or sees me. And so you like my authenticity. Now, the same thing that you like about me is going to be the same thing that's going to, Spirit said, rub somebody else wrong and make them hate me. Because remember, Love in resistance. That's all hey is. It's the same topic at a different degree. The temperature is different, right? That's it. The temperature is different. All right, let's see what else do we have for you to add to your spread. I got the Urban Tarot in my hand. What you have now? Well, you have stability and wisdom. What do the tribe need to know about this? Oh, the moon. The moon. And you got your intuition. Yeah. And you have, and you have all your lessons from the past. Your divine feminine energy is always with you, even when you're showing up in your masculine form for the others to see. Like, everybody don't know about everybody don't know about how your divine feminine energy works. They don't understand how psychic you are. That's okay. They don't need to. That's none of their damn business. I mean, unless you decide to make it their business. But the fact of the matter is, that's your business. Everybody don't need to know. You have privacy. But again, they're going back to your past. You have a lot of things from your past that put you in this position of wisdom and stability. Yeah. And you even have shadow traits and abilities that are tools in your toolbox because they don't master you. You utilize them when it's effective and wise to. Okay. So you have that. What else do you have? You have control of your alcohol. There's no blaming it on no goose. Got you feeling loose. There's no blaming it on the alcohol around here. You could go to the party and you have a good time. And you know how much to drink and when to stop drinking and how to stay in control of your mind. I mean, that's a whole thing. Some people really don't have that. Right? But you have it. And they're saying, and you have the night. You have the night. You're actually quite romantic. They're showing me that you're a very romantic person whenever you have that opportunity. And sometimes people take your normal character as, oh my God, there's such a flirt or something like that. But it's just your natural way of being. Yeah. You're quite the romantic. Thank you. And they said, and what you have now is your subconscious programming on your side. That's awesome and epic. I think it's like 85% of your waking life is because of your subconscious programming. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to shift that. Or does it? I heard, or does it? You can make it easy if you decide it's easy. Oh. Yeah, that worked well for you. I hear that worked well for you. Somebody here, you do have a Pisces in your experience. Or a Cancer. What? Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, the zodiac sign Cancer is really what I use for the moon card. Where did the Pisces come from? Because, the moon is Cancer for me. And Pisces. Okay, whatever. What else you have is, I'm getting this cloak of protection. So I heard, if you go to this party and certain people don't talk to you, that's great. They literally can't see you. Like, maybe their eyeballs see you, but their energy can't see you, so they don't talk to you. They don't come around, and that's good. You don't want them to. The ones that will speak to you and vibrate to you. And now, is this a literal party? They're saying, is this a literal party you're going to? Or is this like the party of life? I just heard ever so briefly emergency siren out the window, out the house, outside, somewhere outside the house. Okay. What else you want to say about this moon, please, and what you have now? They want to go back to your past. You have your past that built you up. Thank you. They said, yeah, like earlier when we spoke to you about, so glad you did that way back then so you don't do it here now again. Oh, okay. All right. So with that, let's go on to the next position, layering it over. What are you materializing with the initiation? And they said it was a self-initiation. And they want me to show the split where this card flipped over in the tower. Okay, it happened suddenly and by surprise. But what came out? This is what you're materializing. The reverse, it's called on here. And I heard pronoia. The universe is constantly conspiring in my favor. Absolutely. And just like in the image, it's leveling up. You're stepping up, honey. It's leveling up. There's this level of recognition. She's even stepping over a gap. Like, thank you. Anywhere where you thought there was a gap between here and there, like you're crossing to the other side of this experience energetically. And the tower was underneath it, which is like, okay, thank you. I mean, I'm actually getting a lot from this combination right here. They're saying, yeah, all the false things that you thought you were, that were part of your self-identity, your core belief system and stuff, so much of that, it's just you've effectively shifted that. So I see somebody who has done a lot of work with your subconscious, retraining synaptic patterns to flow in a different way in your brain. And I'm seeing even utilizing sleep time. And they keep saying, give me the green light. Give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. We can go all night. Give me the green light. That's the energy I'm hearing. And they've been giving me that song since this, but I wasn't singing it because I didn't see the application, but now I do. Because in some sort of way, it's like thank you. Your subconscious programming was like, nope, I can't do this. No, brakes, brakes, brakes. Meanwhile, in your conscious, you were burning rubber, baby, because you were putting a full steam on the gas. Like you were giving it the gas. So here you are creating all this smoke and getting no damn where. But in the subconscious, what they're showing me, now that things are getting bigger and better, is because in the subconscious, you finally gave it the green light. You finally gave it the green light. You said, yes, you can go. You can do it. You can have it. You can be it. You can see it. All of it. You can have, do, and be, and see. You have self-initiated yourself into bigger and better life, into bigger and better experiences, into something awesome that you really are going to love. Hi, Anna Loya. What's up, Mayberry? Love and light. Vixen and Penny. Let's see what's in our next position. What Spirit want to say to you? Yeah, you. Somebody said, who, me? Yeah, you. Right now I'm talking to you, okay? And what Spirit wants to say to you. Not what you want to hear. We don't sugarcoat shit around here but these nails. Come get yours done with me here in Las Vegas. However, that's all we sugarcoating around here. We put a drop of sugar in our coffee. But these words and these messages, nah, baby, we're going to give it to you raw and real. So if you can't handle the truth, click off, scroll down, whatever you got to do. Okay, in the next position, clarifying, Spirit, what to leave out in the energy field, what to surrender. And they said, paying attention to the celebration. In other words, it's not about the other people in the party. It's about you. Okay. Yeah, see? Stop letting people ruin your vibe. It literally says ruin on this card. And it's 10 of Swords energy. What to leave out. We ain't letting anybody's conversations, ideas, thoughts kill your vibe no more. Yeah, they're showing me how... again, they're gonna always use my personal experiences to give you the messages that you need. But being a young child, I always felt like nobody likes me. I remember the first time that I didn't know that I was telepathically hearing other people in the room. I was in the lunchroom staring at this woman, this girl across the room. It was my freshman year. And I just remember, I thought her face was so gorgeous. I could not stop myself from looking at her. She had beautiful, natural, long eyelashes, and she would just put mascara on them. And that was all the makeup she wore. And I just loved her face and her hair and everything about her. Just, was so gorgeous. I was so entranced with her. And as I was staring at her, I started hearing all these thoughts. And for the longest, I thought they were mine. And the thoughts were like, I'm ugly. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants me here. Nobody wants to be my friend. Everybody hates me. I would hear all these crazy ass thoughts. Well, it wasn't until later in my 30s where Spirit was like, yeah, baby, you've always been able to hear other people's thoughts. For the longest, you made your life hard because you thought those were your thoughts. But now, can you see how those were other people's thoughts that you were bringing in your energy? So the message here that I'm receiving, what to leave out, is when you go to the party and there's all these people around, be very aware. You could even, oh, thank you, because we did start with muscle testing and asking our highest self questions, right? And so they're saying you can ask, is that thought mine? You have this weird ass thought, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, nobody wants me here. When you have that weird ass thought like that, start with that. Is this mine? This thought right here, is this mine? I don't have to ask so much anymore. After discovering that and learning to use questions like, is this mine? I got a lot better at immediately being able to determine, is it mine or not? But I still use the question. I do still use the question, is this mine? And it's great to get that confirmation from within that, yes, it's yours, or no, that's not yours, right? And so when it's not your thought, you can say, oh, you can just, okay, universe, I give it back to you. It's not mine. I don't have to do nothing with it. It's not mine. I didn't break it. That's not my identity. Somebody else might feel that way, but that's not me. And sometimes you're aware of the other people's thoughts because you are going to have some sort of influence in these people's lives. But if that's true, you will do it with alignment, okay? And they said what to bring in was alignment. What goes with this alignment, Lazarus? What do you have to say? Oh, yeah, Queen of Dis, matriarch. But remember, you sitting at the head of the table, honey. You're providing all this. So make sure you stay in alignment. I heard there is nothing that is valuable enough for you to bring yourself out of alignment. Everything, all the things, all the experiences, all the abilities, all the things, all the stuff that you want comes through your alignment. And the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Dis, is always my queen of self-development. Because she's the queen of self-development, like she builds a whole life for herself. She manages the house, the family, the garden, everything. She can do so many different things, and she creates the stability that you have here, right? And she operates in wisdom, right? But not only, like, there's a whole family sitting around the table. She's matriarch energy. So what to bring in? Remember, when you stay in alignment, everything goes better for everybody. I hear everything goes better. When mama's good, everybody's good. If mama's not good, nobody gonna be good, is the vibes. And some of you are literally mamas, and some of you are papas, and some of you are neither. Either way, take it how it resonates, but the energy is the same. If you're good, if you're in alignment, you're gonna be able to handle all the things. You're gonna be able to take care of everything. There is nothing that is going to satisfy you if you have to leave your alignment from it, right? Now, there's times where you will leave your alignment, and it wasn't because you fucking chose it. You got triggered the heck into a situation, and that's great, because when that happens, now you have an opportunity to process and release some energy that was in you that you probably didn't know. That's why we end up triggered, though. Make sense? Okay, cool. What assists you was your blueprint and unconditional love. Learning to utilize unconditional love. Remembering that presence and love are not equal, and they don't always go hand in hand. But you have a blueprint, and it's on your side. You came here to be uniquely you while maintaining your simultaneous connection to all and everyone that is. It's funny the way it works. Like, oh, thank you. And they just gave me the example where, let's say you're the only one in the family that gets this spiritual stuff, and you even know what alignment is. And if you try to talk to the rest of the household about alignment, they don't get it. They might look at you and say, you know what, you crazy. I don't know about this crazy stuff you're talking about. We Christian around here. We're going to pray to God, and God going to take care of whatever the way they think. I'm hearing very traditional and mainstream way of thinking, and they just can't hear you while you're talking about, well, actually, we can focus differently, and we can align, and we could create a different reality. And that's what, praying to God, that's what Jesus really meant. Oh, you could be talking to them like that, and they won't understand you. So, Let them be where they're at. I'm hearing let them be where they're at. Part of this unconditional love is to let them be where they're at. And no, love and presence do not always go together, but there will be some where, hey, I'm going to love you unconditionally, but I don't have to remove myself from your presence, and I don't have to remove you from my presence, because you can't hurt me, and I don't want to, and I don't have to. It's just like those times where my child or my grandchildren get on my nerve. Sometimes I just really can't stand them, but I love them anyway, so I put up with them. They can get away with that. Somebody else can't, though. I mean, that's a whole part. Everybody has a different position and role to play in your life. You will be more easily triggered, have more room for soul growth and evolution, and they're giving me the word tolerate. Tolerate more from the people who have the most meaning to you. Does that mean you'll tolerate everything and anything? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I've kicked my daughter out before. Hate talking about it, but they keep making me, so here we go. So with this position, with this issue, look, you got several cards follow. We have the Six of Wands coming out first with victory. You have had so much success. Again, be glad you went through that mess way back when, so you don't make those same moves today. You learned those lessons already. You got those certificates and degrees on the wall. Make sure you utilize that wisdom that you have. You have success, okay? It's in your blueprint that you are successful. What else do we have? We have virtue, Three of Wands energy. Love it. It assists you. Your virtue assists you, which has to do with your motives, your intentions, your why. Why? Okay. Valor, honor, good intentions, beautiful love energies. Okay. Oh, look. Wow. And I said the word valor before I saw this. Valor is also here. But the Wheel of Fortune came out first. This is amazing because I just said the word. I did not see it. You watched it on camera. The Wheel of Fortune assists you, which means you've already closed out certain cycles in your life that had shifted your energy. And again, they're showing me that Moon card when we were speaking about subconscious programming. You changed out some of your subconscious programming, elevated it, went to bigger and better. You get bigger and better. You get more and happier. You get joy and love. You get money and fun too. All the stuff, okay? You get to go to the fun park. It's a fun park. It's a merry-go-round. It's a Wheel of Fortune here. Is a merry-go-round. It also shows lightning strikes up there indicating the act of the divine. But also because the lightning strikes are at the top of the card, it's giving me, epiphanies. It's giving me the electrical impulses of the brain, that is the synaptic patterns that you have trained them to fire and operate differently in a new way. It's giving me that. The old identity, the old self, the old way of being is done, and now we're on to the next. On to the next, doing a new thing, okay? Because all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never give it up. And every time I walk up in the building, everybody's hands go up, and they say they are, and they say they are. Up now, up now, up now. Because all I do is win, win, win. That's the energy, okay, with the valor. With the valor. Victory, virtue, and valor. 3 V's is very significant for somebody. 3 V's. I can't with the spirit. I'm not making this up, clearly. This is how the cards are coming out. And then it was 4 for the one position of what's assist you. You got, the 4 of the one. Interesting. That's very interesting. So first off, all these cards are Wands cards. Everything you do assists you, first off. That pronoia assists you, because the pronoia is a psychology term. It means the universe, a person believes that the universe is constantly conspiring in his favor. But how useful is that if everything that's created out in your physical reality is a result of where your focus has gone, and everything that happens in your life, no matter how it looks, how beautiful or ugly it looks on the surface, well, the universe is constantly conspiring in my favor. So somehow this serves my best interest. Oh, that part right there. So because there's all wands, it's like you have done the right thing. You have crossed the finish line. You've been of assistance. The virtue card has a fire department truck on it. You have helped people when it made sense. You have helped yourself where it made sense. you know, and you've held up your boundaries when it made sense. The things you have done is perfect. They're saying now in this new energy, the more focus is going to be on boundaries and understanding when and where to help and when to be about your business, about yourself, and being okay with some of them are going to love you for it. Others are going to hate you for it. None of it has anything to do with you. Let them be who they want to be. That's not your responsibility. Oh, that part. Okay. Bottom of the deck, what do we have here? Oh, the truce is here. The Four of Swords. This is going to protect your peace. When you don't think you have to go out here and mess with everybody. And again, what do we say? Staying in alignment. There's nothing that is valuable enough for you to choose to leave your alignment alone. Your alignment is your most valuable asset. It's constantly attracting to you all that you actually choose for yourself. So they're saying, yeah, it's a beautiful thing that you can do this, you know, that you've got this, that you've learned these things, and where you're at is perfect. And the more you can focus upon how perfect where you're at is, the more perfect where you're at becomes. But the more that something is broken, the more that something doesn't work, the more that it's against you, the more that they're the problem and it's their fault. Yeah, that doesn't help you at all. You don't want to do that. It's not going to benefit you. It's a counterproductive idea, point of focus, mentality, energy, creation, and construction. What's up, Charles? I see Danielle. Infinite. Bubbles. Bruce. Welcome. Let's go over this again. I want to use the Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle to lay another layer over your spread, the bigger and better spread. Life is getting bigger and better for you. You've decided to give yourself the green light. So you're ready to go right now. Yeah, you're ready to go. You gave yourself the green light. You're on to the next. And all you do is win, 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 no matter what. Okay, the music channels through because the lyrics are perfect for what we meant for you to hear and what you came to hear too. Because you all came here on purpose with reason. It's a perfect season for it. Okay. So let's see. What do you have for the tribe? What else can you tell the tribe, please? What you have now. Listeners, God, thank you, thank you, thank you for this perfect divine message from my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. What do you have now? Okay, thank you. Commitment. Ooh. Now, some of you, yeah, you have a commitment with another person. However, they are showing me you are committed to, look at the way the masculine, and this is a marriage, promises and fidelity. It's like you're committed to keep the bond between your divine masculine and feminine energies. Honor that. It's like, I'm married to me. It's like, I'm married to the universe. I'm married to God. I'm married to my highest self. Whichever vernacular you speak, we know all these languages. This is what I'm getting. What you have now is a commitment. Yes, you might have a commitment to another person. Some of you definitely do. All of you aren't single, but it's okay. The meaning is the same. Commitment to that divine masculine feminine energies. That's what you have. So what are you materializing, Lister Scott? What are they materializing? What is my tribe materializing at this time? Thank you. What you're materializing. Let's see what it says. Shallow, empty, hollow, boredom. What the heck? Oh, I'm done with this. I'm done with this level. It's like once you had, thank you. They showed me Super Mario Brothers because that was like, yeah, I played a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog when it first came out, but no, that game frustrated the heck out of me. The last game I really played was Super Mario Brothers. But you know, this is like, after you've saved the princess so many times on level 4, and you know where everything is and how to overcome all the levels, and now you're ready for another game. You're tired of playing the same game, which is why you have the World card here talking about an elevation, talking about leveling up. It's like, I'm bored here. You're initiating yourself into something new because the old level, it's like you ran through it too many times. You played the old game. You played the old level. If you are already a master at passing level 4, you're going to be so bored playing level 1 on the old school Super Mario Brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy it's giving me. So, Spirit, Luster's God, Sky Daddy, Sky Mommy, what does the Spirit What do you have to say to the tribe about surrendering? What do they need to surrender? What do they need to leave out? They need to surrender the twin flame journey. They need to surrender the idea that there's just one perfect person that you're being guided to. It's not about that person. You need to surrender to the fact that you are a twin flame, but the twin flame was never about the other person or how they show up to the party. It was about you, learning about you, holding your frequency, your vibration, becoming your own twin flame. Honoring that divine feminine, divine masculine is within you. Another person is not going to be your divine masculine or divine feminine. Sorry to burst your bubble. That's not how it works. Now, eventually, if you really do this, you could actually align with another person that really did this, and then it could feel like the romanticized stories of twin flame connections and soulmates and such. But I'm not here to sugarcoat shit, like I said. It says mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. What to leave out. Everything is not your fault. A lot of stuff is just there for you to learn and walk away, and once you know, don't even step your toe in the water. If you see the pot boiling, why would you put your toe in it to check the temperature? That don't make no sense, right? If it looks like it's froze over, why would you jump in that? Why? You want to crack your head on the ice? Like, don't do that. So what to surrender? Give up this idea that, because I'm hearing some of you, there's some people, you heard the engine revving. They got their engines revving on the spiritual journey, and their main purpose in it is to try to connect with this person. If that's the reason you're on the spiritual journey, honey, your motivations are off. So let that go. It's not about connecting to the other person. It's about realizing that all that you are, remembering you. When you remember you, remember, put back together you. You are, so much of us is fragmented by what everybody else's opinions are of us, what they told us since we were little babies, and we just looked to them like they were our God, our everything. Mommy, daddy, they was the boss. They were the bee's knees. They were everything, right? What the friends say was socially acceptable, all that. Yeah, that will fragment the fuck out of a person, because social norms is not where your authenticity lies. People like to say something about, well, normal, being normal. To me, being normal, oh my God, you're just a normal person. No, the fuck I'm not. Actually, I'm the most abnormal person you're ever going to meet. I don't want to be normal yet in this society the way normal looks, right? The energy here is realizing that the twin flame is about you and remembering you, which is why the divine feminine, divine masculine came out, and it's saying you have that. Quit getting the idea that it means that there's this person over here and it's about them, because that is a new age trap. There are so many new age traps, and that's one of them. Okay, moving on. What to bring in, what to do, what to bring in. Lesser Sky, what's the message for the tribe of love and peace and happiness? Praising all our days. What you want to say? What to bring in? Thank you. What to bring in is, healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. What to bring in? Mind your business. If you're to let go of the twin flame journey, because that's not what it's all about. Another person that you get to keep. It's not about that. It's about you and you. That's the only way you're going to connect to that person that you want to keep around you, is if you let this journey be about you and your authenticity. That's the only way you're going to meet somebody who's going to show up in their authenticity. Who's going to show up whole and healed, is if you do your whole and healed. So many people out here looking for their better half, their other half. Baby, none of us came as a half. We all came as a whole. God said we had everything we needed to do everything we needed to on this earth to make it. It doesn't come from another person. We're going to let that idea go, okay? Love and peace and happiness. What assists you? What do we have to assist you? Silence, frozen, no words, stone wall. there is an experience where somebody has been trying to keep a twin flame romance going, and it is actually turning into a form of self-abuse and self-disrespect and a lack of loyalty to self in order to entertain that connection over there. And honey, it has broken your heart. And I hear, don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Yeah, stop doing that to yourself. That person is a mirror to show you where you're disrespecting yourself. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. If I had seen the movie Frozen more than once, I could sing the Let It Go song. I don't know why I don't know it, because my little bonus granddaughter, she loved that song and she loved it. Anyway, is Frozen. Like, I'm hearing, stand up for yourself. You have, somebody's trying to understand. Thank you. They just cut me off. Whatever I was going to say, this is more important. Spirit said somebody is trying to understand why this twin flame connection has been so important to them, and all of a sudden it is not what they want. They don't want nothing to do, because you learned what you needed to. Once you've received all the lessons, once you've realized all the epiphanies and remembered yourself with yourself, the switch of your heart will turn off, and you will actually feel like repulsed and want to repudiate, reject, and release whoever the fuck that was that came to deliver the lesson. Okay, bottom of the deck is chemistry. Yeah, attraction, spark, and passion. There's a lot of misconceptions about this energy, because often chemistry, Spirit showed me this, and this is what's happening on the twin flame journey. Often the chemistry that we feel that makes us say, oh my God, I just love them. I can't. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they're thinking about me too. Oh, I should have took a picture. Whatever. Is a noticing of the dissonance between you and their vibration. It's noticing the counterproductive energy that exists between you. In other words, that feeling, we think, because it's in our heart, is telling us that that's my person. But that feeling is actually saying, hey, there's lessons to be learned in this experience, because it's in the heart, and God is love. The divine, the most authentic, the highest self part of you, the truest part of you is saying, hey, there's something for us to learn in this. Switch it on so you can go get it. It's the bait, baby. It's the bait, right? And when you feel that, after you've done it enough times, where you go into the experience, you receive the lessons, the blessings, and then it'll shut off. Once you take your lessons and blessings and you learn what you need to, that feeling shuts off. So what Spirit showed me after I've had this experience so many times in my life now, especially within the last 10 years, I've had a lot of this experience. And what Spirit has shown me is that feeling is actually better explained as the difference in vibration that you and that person hold on some core issue that's still in your auric field. Yep, again, long, dramatic pause. And the only way that you are able to become aware of these things is if you have the mirror to look in and say, oh, I got some on my face right here. Oh, I got something else right here. And that's what these people do. So some of you, they're saying, they just cut me off again. They said, yeah, some of you have been wondering, why do I attract all these jerks? Why do I keep attracting these people that are so hard to love? Because you had the capacity to love them, and they were showing you parts of yourself where you were disrespecting yourself. You were settling for less. You didn't believe in yourself. You believed that was the best you could get. Whatever it was, you thought that love looked like that. You thought you needed somebody. You thought you couldn't make it by yourself. A whole slew of different reasons, but you get the gist. Okay. Once that unconditional love comes on, the presence turns off and the lesson is complete and you're done. you will have the opportunity, and it will assist you to shut it off completely. Not, oh, well, we can stay friends. We can hang out once in a while. No, that's not going to work, because it's going to keep you in that energetic field that you had in common with the person that caused attraction, so that you could break the connection with that lower vibrational self-identity, core belief, traumatic experience. A lot of these times when this chemistry is so strong, you're literally attracted to the trauma that they have in common with you. Yep, we learned that in real life experience too. A friend of mine said, you know, I don't get it. I'm like, what? What don't you get? She said, I don't see what the attraction is between you. What's the bond? I'm like, well, you know, we share a lot of common traumas. And I heard my answer and I was like, wow, ain't that about a bitch? You will have this desire to create trauma bonds with people who have shared traumas until you heal your trauma. Because as I went through, I didn't run from the relationship. I stayed in the relationship. And even my daughter said, Mama, I don't care if it's a woman, but does it have to be her? I said, for now, yes. Because I'm breaking karmic cycles, generational karmic cycles, my own karmic cycles, and I'm changing my energy so you and my grandchildren don't have to deal with this shit. And I stayed in the relationship, learned how to analyze and receive information from my triggers, which gave me elevated emotional mastery. And once that work was complete, the switch flipped off. Couldn't stand her face, couldn't stand her presence, couldn't stand her voice, didn't want to talk to her at all. So that's the energy. With all that being said and done, I'm here. Let's get into your alpha and omega messages, and then I'll do a yes or no answer for you. So let's see what we have. Put it in the comments. What is your biggest takeaway from this message? What is your biggest takeaway from this message that will help you moving forward? Because we shared a lot of techniques. Always meat and potatoes here. All right. Alpha and Omega messages. Healer of abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Pause. They said, yeah, those experiences you had with those ones that were so difficult to love, remember, you did make a difference in their life too. They may not have known what to do with it, but they never met somebody like you. They never had a love like this. But that's part of the reason. So as well as they served you by being the perfect ass in your life, like you served them by being the perfect angel that they didn't deserve. They said, yeah, long, dramatic pause. Play on the card. So your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. Okay, our final alpha and omega message, following up that with your yes or no answer. Dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up, get up off of that thing and dance. You feel better. Get up off of that thing and dance. Okay, it says get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make the first move. Say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step toward the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. I could do magic, baby. I'll perform a trick for you. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying, go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine, appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works. We love you so, so much. Love and peace and happiness. So we're going to get into your yes or no answer. If you're here and your heart is pure, your spirit has already showed you the way to ask your question to receive your perfect answer here, because the spirit team already knew what your question was, and they already know the answer that's coming out, whether it's yes or no. I'm going to do this once, and it'll work for all of you who are live right now, who are watching this for the first time on the replay. This will work once. If you're a skeptic and you show up here looking for skeptic proof, you're going to find just that. So don't play yourself. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yes or no, 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 yes or no. Thank you for hyping our videos. Thank you for your love donations. Thank you for the growth on our channel. Your communications, all the things. Baby, you see what happened? Your yes. The answer today is yes. Ace of Pentacles, yes. It came out with some other stuff, but literally all we were looking for your yes or no is an ace, and it flipped out and showed its face. The bottom of the deck is the Tower. The other two cards that came out, in case you wanted to know, is the Two of Wands and the Magician. Wow, beautiful. So this is what we have for you at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out. Mwah.